Luthor Strode has finally hit a wall that he would have to surpass if he wants to be what we all know he could be. But first, he would have to battle Jack the Ripper and the Binder at the same damn time. Easier said than done, because both of these guys are basically superhuman. But so is Luthor himself. But first of all, he would have to be free from his chains, and he would need the help of Petra, who is currently being hunted by Jack the Ripper. But Petra ain't no freaking damsel in distress. She is far different than the prey Jack the Ripper is used to hunting. She fights back. She had enough of her senses on red alert that she knew she was being tracked, and as soon as she saw motion, she attacked Jack the Ripper, unleashing a flurry of bullets. But this was Jack the Ripper. Luthor had strength and speed. Jack the Ripper had all speed, so he dodged those bullets very easily. But even when she ran out, she kept shooting, pulling out another pistol, blasting. But Jack, he was just toying with her, because he enjoyed the chase more than the actual killing. So he let her run, he let her hide. He was just playing with her at this point because he could see straight through all these walls. She tried to lead him outside, but nah, Jack wasn't no fool. But he liked to play. He acted like he was deceived. But when she thought she was safe, he popped his ugly head, ready to cut her throat, right here, right now. And at that moment, we see Luthor and the Binder. Luthor was begging, please let me go. Let me save her, please. But the Binder wasn't letting him go. Matter of fact, the Binder was disappointed. She was Luthor's greatest distraction. He could be more. But he is limited by this one girl. Why? This is when Luthor made it clear that he loves this one girl. That is why. But the Binder just laughed. What has love gotten you so far? You killed your own mother with your bare hands. Filled to the brim with rage, all Luthor could say was kill you. And the Binder agreed, yes, of course, I will die. I am old and weak. And all of a sudden we see that his death was closer than he could possibly imagine, because right behind him was the butler, wielding a shotgun, letting off a couple of shots into the Binder's chest. The Binder didn't even shake. He was superhuman, like I said before. He expected to die, but not for some bullets directly shot to his chest. Even Luthor caught bullets in his muscle tissue. Using his free hand, he split the shotgun in half, and also crippled the butler. But the butler had a plan, because he knew he couldn't face this monstrosity. So he tried to lead him to the kitchen, and he was successful, taking him directly to where he needed him to be. The Binder asked him a simple question: why do all of this? You know you can't kill me. And the butler let him know, you killed Mikey. That was my boy. And I am going to pay you back in blood. Because the butler had a plan. He wanted him in this room, and he was willing to go down with him if it meant hurting him, because he let off a shot, igniting the whole house in flames. The shockwave was so massive, it was felt all over this house. Even Luthor felt it. Petra and Jack the Ripper felt it. They knew someone was going to die, and Jack was going to take the person's final life. From the rubble, we see the hunter, the Binder, charred, half of his body gone, burnt away in the flame. And he knew he couldn't survive for so long. And there, in the shadows, stood Jack the Ripper, his one prisoner. Deep down, he knew Jack was not here to help. They had an alliance, but that alliance was over at the moment he became weak, like this. And Jack was here to take his life. So he stood his ground like a man and said, go for it. And Jack did. Wielding his precious little daggers, Jack went like the Flash, slicing off the head and the gut of the Binder in a split second. So fast, it felt like he broke the sound barrier. Stretching out his arm, he pulled off the hunter's head in triumph, celebrating his newfound freedom. But Petra was still in this house, because she was not going to leave Luthor. Not again. Jack, watching all this play out, tossed the head, hitting Petra and tossing her directly into the flame. Luthor was forced to watch the love of his life get tortured by a madman. But Jack was free now, No hunters, no binders. He wanted to explore the world. He wanted to kill the world. So he decided to let her burn because there is more prey to hunt. Luthor begged Petra to leave. He shouted, but she said, "Shut the hell up. I'm not leaving you. Not again." She knew the only way to pull out Luthor's true strength was to put her life at risk. But Luthor was scared. Luthor didn't think he had the strength, but she reminded him he does have the strength. He has lost so many people. His best friend, his mother. He was not going to lose her. Luthor made a choice. As soon as he heard her call his name one last time, Luthor made a choice, breaking the chains that were built to hold special people, talented people. And she wiped the fake tears from her face because she knew she had succeeded. Luthor, through the flames, grabbed the love of his life and broke through the mansion doors. Smiling now, Luthor no longer looked like a demon. He looked like a man at peace. And so did Petra, because she was having the time of her life. When they were at the safe distance, he tried to confess that he loves her, but she knew. She always knew. And they shared a passionate kiss. But the mission wasn't over, because right now, somewhere, Jack the Ripper was going to kill a lot of people. And we see that at that exact moment, Jack the Ripper was walking into a mall with a big ass grin on his mouth.